was that about?
So that was the For Women in Scotland case against Scottish ministers. It was about the interpretation of some statutory guidance.
Okay.
So there was a Scottish law that said it was just providing details on how you can increase gender representation on public boards.
Positive discrimination by another name.
Essentially, yeah. Under what they're saying is they're increasing diversity.
Okay.
But within that, it referred to it defined women.
Yeah.
And it said that definition included women who are a woman by virtue of having a gender recognition certificate. So
transgendered, is that a fair way of describing it?
So a transgender woman, someone that's transitioned or lived as that gender for a couple of years, they've been through the process, they've got the certificate to show that they are a transgender woman.
Yeah.
Then the Scottish Government issued some statutory guidance saying that the definition in that Act was in line with the definition of woman in the Equality Act, which is UK legislation.
The 2010 legislation. We've discussed the Equality Act before. In some respects, it didn't really introduce a lot of new law, but it put all of the law in one place, really.
Yeah. And within that, there's the protected characteristic of sex. So what the guidance, the Scottish guidance was saying is that the definition of woman, including women by virtue of a gender recognition certificate, so transgender women, was in line with the definition of a woman in the Equality Act, which there was a question about whether they're entitled to interpret.
What are these Scottish Government interpreting UK legislation? They've got too big for the boots in some respects.
Well, there was a question about that.
There's an legitimacy of that, I guess.
Yeah, and whether that was legitimate. But what
that wasn't the main point of the case, though. No.
The issue was whether it was correct.
Yeah.
So that's what's gone to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court had to decide whether the Equality Act does define women as someone who could be a transgender woman, or whether it is just biological women.
Yeah.
So after a lot of deliberation, in April this year, 2025, they came to the decision that the Equality Act is referring to biological